can hear it. Okay. Yeah, man, this game looks much better than the E3 reveal. You probably can't tell from like the stream, but this looks really nice.
Yeah, I watched it this morning, and I was watching it on my phone, and I'm like, is this because I'm on a smaller screen and the resolution looks better, or is this the NX build? And
so it's interesting. You can see some graphical effects that weren't present before, like depth of field, and there's some nice water effects like that. See the splashing. Yeah, this is really wow, man.
Yeah, I mean it does look cool just because it's more of an open world.
Yeah, this is like, I think they described it like Skyrim, if Skyrim and Zelda had a baby. And you get this. The only thing I'm weary about is it's going to be a huge world, but is it going to be packed with interesting things to look at, or is it going to be one or two interesting things and then mostly barren wasteland?
From there, I mean, it looks, I'm not going to call it barren, but it is sparse.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that it's cool because there's a lot of things that you can do. I just saw him, you know, like hanging from that little glider, you know, like navigating in the lake on the little raft.
Yeah, for the E3 demo, they said that it was, what they showed was less than 2% of the game, and they did say that in the final build there will be more life and more things happening. So I guess they kind of left those things out just to kind of show more of the openness, but they said that it won't be like what was it, Ocarina of Time or Hyrule Field. It was mostly empty. You know, enemies popping up here and there. They said that it will be.
I mean, but they have to strike. I'm hoping they strike a delicate balance because, you know, like Zelda's not the kind of game, like I don't see Zelda like Batman where there's just like a ton of enemies and you're just gonna walk into the street and like fight everybody.
Yeah, no.
I expect it to be a little sparse, you know, because it's
I mean, here's the thing, and I hate to make another jab at Metal Gear Solid, but I have to. Metal Gear Solid has a huge open world, but there's like very, very little to do in it.
That's not true.
It is. There's a bunch of different camps and stuff, but they're all designed very similarly. And you've got one or two like anchors, you can call them, which is, you know, areas of the map that are very different than the rest of the map. But it's to me, it's mostly barren, and it's kind of like the impression I'm getting from the Zelda game is it's gonna just be.
Well, I don't know. I think it all depends. Like, it all depends on the type of game. For Metal Gear Solid, it was very realistic to me. You know, you're not going to see camps every 5 minutes, you know. And with Metal Gear Solid, it was less about the design of the camps than it was how the enemies reacted. And if you think about it, when you go to a neighborhood, at the end of the day, the houses are usually in the same format. There's types of neighborhoods, but you're going to have the houses in the same format. So you can go to a different neighborhood, and odds are more likely than not, you'll probably see a similar housing layout. It's the same thing for Metal Gear Solid. Now, going to Zelda, I think it all depends on the area. I mean, I'm not a Zelda expert. I'm probably the least person. But wasn't there a game with like a haunted forest or something like that in Zelda?
Was that Wind Waker? I need my Nintendo fact checker.
It wasn't haunted per se. I mean, you have the Lost Woods. That's always.
That's probably what I'm talking about. That's probably.
And there's been the temple within that. So.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is that it all depends on the area, you know. Plus, I mean, just think of the last Zelda game that I played was A Link Between Two Worlds, right? There wasn't a ton of enemies, you know. When you went into a dungeon, there was probably more. That's sort of what I expect.
But I know when you went, so A Link Between Worlds, when you went into the other world, there was a lot more enemies walking around versus where you were in the light world. It was just, regular NPCs, whatever. You can go up and talk to them, a couple enemies here and there. But once you got to the other world, they were all over the place.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see what they do there. So I guess we're almost 20 minutes away. Do you guys have any expectations? What do you guys think they're going to show? I know it's only 3 minutes. What are you guys thinking going into this?
So it's a 3 minute. It's going to be a 3 minute trailer. So if you remember, go back to their E3 2011 Wii U reveal.
I try not to think about it.
It was, and you know what's funny? It was a 3 minute and 26-second video.
Right.
And if you remember, the reaction from that reveal was, well, what exactly is this? Does it still work with my existing Wii? Is this an update? There's so many people who had questions about it. And at this point, I don't have confidence in Nintendo to nail messaging because they really haven't. After the E3 2011 reveal trailer of the Wii U,
no, I think
messaging has been a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it a step forward with that. I think it's been a mess since they started going with the YouTube videos, with the
directs, right?
You know what I mean? Because
there's
a lot more that you can convey when someone is talking. When someone is talking, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just a lot more. It almost looks like they want to be a little bit more tight-lipped and show instead of talk. And then sometimes talking explains things better than just showing it.
Yeah.
So I agree with you really quick. I agree with you on how they botched the Wii U reveal. I don't think it was an issue with the video length of the video. I think they tried to do a good job showing, okay, you're playing video games, someone comes home and wants to watch TV, then boom, you can switch over and play on the gamepad. But what they failed to show was that this is a new console. Like they kept, if you look at all the text blurbs in between each scene that they showed, it's like this new controller, new way to play this with the controller. Everything was with the controller. And they didn't even show the console in that first thing. So everyone thought, oh, okay, look, I'm playing Wii Sports. I'm playing, this is a new Wii Sports game, and now I have this new controller I can get. So they definitely botched that. But I know Reggie recently admitted, he's like, look, we didn't convey properly what it was. And he said, we need to do a better job with that. And he said that they will do a better job with that. So I think they do recognize that they dropped the ball there. And then, the fact that the sales speak for itself. So I think they know what they're up against, and they know they have to do a better job.
So sorry to interrupt, but just one quick thing, because this already has me a little scared. So Nintendo released a Zelda trailer before the actual NX reveal?
Yes.
Or was it leaked?
No, they tweeted it out.
But why?
Just to add more hype, I guess.
I don't see how that adds hype. It was almost like it would almost be more hype if it was NX and then Zelda. Because now by presenting Zelda first, everybody is thinking, okay, cool, this is a great game that I can buy now.
Well, no, but I mean, remember, this was shown at E3. Every week or every other week, they've been showing short clips like that anyway. So it's not like
I don't know.
It's not like in radio
already watching the reveal.
I don't know. Could you imagine? Let's say Xbox Scorpio, right? They announce the game before the console. I'm just saying. In terms of
100% true. Yeah, you're right. Now, it's funny because we're talking about messaging and talking in front of a stage, and it's so funny because the PlayStation 4 Pro had an hour, and there was a guy talking on stage. They went through, all of these improvements and stuff, and they showed the console, they showed footage, and yet people still had questions. So that tells me that they can't. I don't want to say they can't, but it's going to be very difficult for Nintendo to convey what this brand new console is in 3.5 minutes. It's going to have a gimmick. It's going to have a gimmick that's going to go over people's heads, or they're going to have questions about it. So the only way that they can salvage anything is if they reveal the name, which can't have the words Wii in it, because I think that would be suicide for Nintendo.
I think they're done with the Wii brand.
I think they're done with the Wii brand. They've got to show people using this console with the gimmick that it will have. Some people are saying that it's going to be a hybrid console, so it's going to have like handheld capabilities as well as home console capabilities. They've got to show that. They've got to show improvements of games. Like, how's this going to enhance games like Zelda? We've already seen.
Hold on. All in 3 minutes.
What?
They have to do all of that in 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes.
Remember, this is a reveal. They're not going to talk about specs. So this is what I think we're going to get. We're going to get the name. We're going to get the date of the next time they're going to talk about it, or they're going to talk about more. We're not going to get a price. So we're going to get the name. We're going to get a look at it. And I think they're also going to include Zelda running on it and maybe a new Mario game. But this will be more in line with that first Wii U trailer, but hopefully a good version of it, where they show it in different scenarios. Someone picking up and going with it, playing on the train, playing on the road, or whatever it is. I don't expect tech specs, what processor they're using or anything like that. It's going to show it, maybe somebody playing it, something running on it, and that's it. And it's showing, I guess, why we need it, what the gimmick is, what is it. I don't expect anything more than that, because this is just a glimpse,
But then why bother? Why bother?
Well, I mean, you got the investor meeting. This is why you got the investor meeting just in a couple of days. Investors, they're going to want it. It's going to come up then anyway. So it's like, all right, let's show people what it is, because we're going to have to talk about it in a couple of days to our investors. And plus, we've all been.
But you just said that they're not going to go into specs. So all they're going to say is, look at this NX.
It's a stapler.
They're gonna show it in action. They don't need to show specs for that. Show what it can do. Show why we should be excited about it. And then, hey, we plan on talking about this more on December, whatever. Join us then for full presentation.
You know what? I can't wait. I can't wait for them to say releases in 2017, and then Microsoft puts up another ad that says Scorpio releases in 2017.
Oh, they'll do that.
Then what will
Twitter work? But a new challenger has appeared.
Oh,
I'm in campus right now, so I guess I'm gonna record live right here.
Yes, sir.
Are we recording
Yes, sir.
live stream? Okay.
Yeah, man.
So wait, what? Can you guys post the link? Like, what is everybody at home watching right now?
We're watching
anything really.
Hold on. We watched the Zelda reveal before the reveal.
So there is a link up.
As they've been doing the past couple of weeks, they dropped another Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer.
Yep, and it looks and listen, the new Zelda trailer looks better than it did at E3, so that tells me that this is running on an NX, right? But to Neo's point, we're not really sure why they released a Zelda trailer before the NX reveal trailer. If anything, that should have been released after the NX reveal to kind of like continue the momentum. There's a lot of people who don't even know that this trailer came out because it was released like super early this morning. So,
which they do every week.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think Nintendo's already kind of making some questionable messaging decisions.
I have another question. So, are they making the announcements in like Japan time? Like, because when this leaked, was it like last night, like around like 9:30?
So they announced it around 9:30, and they said 7 a.m. Pacific time.
So
is when.
Why at 9:30? Why not even last week? Why not on Monday?
Yeah, again. And it's funny you mention that, because you imagine if they had announced it last week, you could have had IGN, GameSpot, all of these gaming media outlets doing speculation videos like we are.
But they've been doing it already for the past year.
It doesn't matter. You could have prepped it. I feel like it's the person who
every time there's a major leak, after the Eurogamer article, a couple of Emily Rogers articles, this stuff has been out there. There's been speculation. IGN has their weekly Nintendo podcast where for the past, like 3 out of the past 4 weeks or so, they've spoken about this, speculated the name, what's going to be the gimmick, what is it going to be. I mean, and we've gotten nothing. And that's one of the things that we've all criticized on this podcast, where radio silence from Nintendo. When are they going to say something? When are they going to say something? And it's okay, we'll say something tomorrow, and they still get criticized.
No, but this is the opposite. This is like the person who shows up late to work and expects to be able to do the same thing as opposed to the people who came on time. It just doesn't make sense. It's like they're fumbling. Whoever is there, I don't know if this is PR, if this falls under PR, if this falls under marketing, should be fired, because I mean, it's just, there is no buzz building. You know, this is literally. Oh, hey guys, we're gonna announce the NX tomorrow. Cool, bye.
But hold on. Rockstar did the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Wait a minute, that was like a week. They announced it on Monday.
Thank you.
They changed their logo on Monday. Then on Tuesday, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna have a trailer on Thursday."
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
They gave 1 extra day.
At worst case scenario, that's 3 days more notice than Nintendo has given it.
Exactly.
It's like, man, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, man. It's like they could have given 2 weeks notice, and then you guys would have been like, they should have just announced it already. Why are they going to?
No, the hype would have been building every day. If I was Nintendo, what I would do is I would say, let me start leaking it with screenshots. Somebody else did this. I don't remember who. Maybe it was like the PS4 Pro, where it started leaking with just like a screenshot of the corner, a screenshot of this, a screenshot that builds the hype to the announcement. Right?
But did it though? Because it doesn't seem like. I mean, looking at NeoGAF and Reddit and a couple other sites.
Okay, let me
that excited about the PS4 Pro yet, and it's because of the fact that we knew everything about it months in advance. So leading up to the press release or the press conference, everybody was like, we already know. The Slim was revealed a week later.
Yeah, but even that was revealed. Like they announced
specs.
I agree with you.
It was like no surprise. There was no wow. There was no hype.
I agree with you already. I agree with you. But that's because it was announced months before. Here, I'm saying, give me a break. Just give me 2 days. Give me 2 days. That's it. I'm asking for a lot.
You realize that when we started this podcast, it was just hitting the 12-hour mark of when they announced that they were going to have this trailer. That's abysmal. That's terrible. Think about it. The PS4 Pro was announced, I believe, a whole month in advance.
Yeah, they announced it at E3.
They didn't announce the Pro, but just like their live stream event was going to be on this day, and they announced like a month in advance. Same goes for.
And in between that, everything was leaked out.
But you know what's something else? What something else is, I feel like Nintendo is also saying a big, fuck you to the media, because with the Sony PS4 Pro announcement, media was invited. All different media outlets were invited there, right? But for this, it's like, here's the pre-rendered, pre-filmed video, 3 minutes. Have fun.
Yeah. But didn't Microsoft do the same thing though with Scorpio? They had that 3 minutes.
There was somebody. What do you mean? It was A at E3, and then B. There was obviously the whole the discussion and performance, right? What I'm saying here is, what media outlets have seen or have been prepared for the NX? When you heard about Scorpio, you heard a bunch of leaks.
But it doesn't matter if they're prepared or not, because it's happening online. They're gonna post a video. It's not like if you miss the stream, you can never see it again. You can just click
but that's
play.
Not the point. Who generates buzz? Why does IGN exist? It exists because they get the information first and relay it to the consumer. They mass spread. It seems like Nintendo's just trying to cut out the middleman.
But they've been doing
the middleman there does the bulk of the work.
The fact that they skipped E3 the last couple of years, and then what's funny is that at first people were like, "Oh, they should be showing up. They should be showing up." But then you see year after year, less and less of the game developers are going and doing their own little online streamings instead. So it's like, on one hand, people are like, hey, Nintendo's so behind, why are they leaving E3? And now 3 years later, everybody's leaving E3. So it's like...
Well, not everybody. No, I don't want to say...
But a lot of developers are not showing up anymore.
That's not true.
They're doing their own digital events. I mean,
no,
look at
that's not true.
Who? Sony might as well call it a Sony Direct. I mean, they have their Sony digital events now every couple of months. It's like
no. So Sony did two things. Sony still has a big presence at E3. As long as Microsoft has a presence at E3, Sony will have a presence there. Now, they did their announcement, what was it, after the Tokyo Game Show. they're hosted in Japan, so I guess that's the biggest venue or I don't know what to say, but that's the biggest thing in Japan. So I would assume for Sony to have a presence there. What I bet and book it now, Nintendo, if they don't go back to E3, they'll go to TGS again. They'll start to go, because right now they need positive buzz, and right now it's only negative.
I disagree with you on that again. I mean, they were at the iOS event. They started building buzz. They got the NES Mini launching now, which is getting a lot of positive buzz. And then now the NX reveal, which is we're 3 minutes away from the reveal.
That's right.
Look at us. We're all right now in the morning podcasting about this now live, and you're saying there's no buzz? I mean,
okay, so
you should be
I don't
Disney right now.
Too much action on Twitter like I did for the PS4 Pro. But what I will say is there are people within the gaming community, especially on NeoGAF, which I think is down right now. I can't even access it. There are people talking about it. It's getting a little buzz. But we are 2 minutes away. Does anybody have final thoughts? Like, what do you guys really think this NX console is going to be, real quick, before we watch the trailer?
I think it's going to be maybe. I think it'll probably going to be different SKUs at the end of the day. It'll be the mobile one, with the hybrid one, the home console one, and they're all going to use the same cartridges. That's what I think they're going to be going with. It's going to be a family of consoles. I think they're only probably going to show one today, but I think it'll be a family of consoles. I think that's where the industry is going as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I'm expecting some kind of transformer type console where it's like you spend $200 and you have the home console, and then for another $50 you can have the portable console. The games that they use are exactly the same. The portable console will be the 3DS, the 4DS technically. You know, the only difference is that you can take it with you and the games are the same. I don't think that it's going to be any of that bullshit where you can actually plug in the portable thing into the home console, because it just seems like it's too much work. I think
it will be a docking station of some sort.
But it just seems like it's too many things that could break, right? It's just too complicated. I think it's easier if you say home console, portable console. If you want, they both use the exact same games, you know, and then the portable console can wirelessly play the same way, you know, the Wii gamepad, the Wii U gamepad, it'll behave the exact same way when it's at home.
Yep. All right, it's 10 o'clock. Let's see. On their YouTube channel, or is it on Nintendo.com? Nintendo.com is now down.
Nintendo is down. Oh my God.
How can they do this? They didn't give us enough warning.
Exactly. You know what? That's a perfect example. Had they announced this before, they would probably have had enough time to bolster their servers, their web servers.
They have to beta test announcements now.
You think they announced it internally last night too? Like their whole team didn't know this was coming? It's like, hey guys, you have 12 hours to get their servers ready.
That's exactly what I think. That's exactly what I think.
12 hours to make a reveal video, and this is what we're gonna get. I
feel like somebody, like the tweeter said tomorrow, and then the exec said what?
Tomorrow. Oh wow, NeoGAF is down as well. Wow, I can't even.
Okay, wait, no, Nintendo's back up. Oh no, it's down.
What was that? DOA, Dead on Arrival. No one cares about Nintendo. How do they become relevant again? They broke the internet.
You know why? Because all of the 13 million Wii U owners are on the website right now. Nobody else.
And there's 60 million 3DS owners as well.
I like how you put that in there. Well, I think the 3DS is going to be dead on arrival as well. I think the NX is suicide for the 3DS. I think those days are over.
Which is okay, because the 3DS honestly is bound for an upgrade. I mean, I'm kind of honestly, I don't even play my 3DS a lot, but that cel-shaded graphics thing is getting old.
They have it up on their Twitter account. Nintendo Switch. This can't be what it's called. They're playing Zelda. Are you watching this? It's on their Twitter.
Hold up.
Let me pause it and So
You put a link?
Yeah, throw that link up on there.
I'm not gonna hit play yet. I'll wait so we can watch it together.
Yeah, because look at that. This guy. Okay.
Nintendo Switch?
Let me know when you're ready.
Wait, you want me to share my screen?
Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, share your screen. That should work. And then just hit play.
All right, I'm going to save my comments for after, but Nintendo Switch is the official name of the new Nintendo console.
Let me know if you guys see.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Full
this.
screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, full screen.
You got audio?
What is that?
Wow, that looks exactly like one of the mock-ups that came out.
Oh, it is a cartridge.
It is.
Whoa, Skyrim. Hello. Okay. Wow, okay. Regular gamepad. I like that.
Okay, is that Skyrim?
It's Skyrim, man. Wait, is that Mario Kart? Wait, is this backwards compatible? Okay, NBA 2K announced. All right. Oh, whoa. Is that a new Mario? Oh. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. Wow, they're actually sticking.
Not delayed.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. So, our initial thoughts.
Okay. Mind is blown.
No. I was looking at something. Actually, I didn't realize after that there was an option to present to everyone.
That's what you did.
Oh, no. There was a specific button. I think that it might have locked the screen. But anyways, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that my hot take right now is it's a 3DS replacement. That's it.
Well, we saw the dock. So we know that the piece with the screen docks in itself. You have a separate controller, or you can attach the controllers to it. The question is, can you play it like the Wii U, where you have the screen in your hand and you still have the console piece connected?
Didn't look like it.
I guess it doesn't look like you can. But I guess when it's docked, when you're playing with a regular controller, does that give it extra processing power? I know a lot of their patents.
That dock was way too small. That dock was way too small. It literally looked like one of the plastic docks that you put a controller in to charge.
No
That's
way.
what it looked like.
No way.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little excited about this. I think it looks better than I expected. I like just looking at it in the trailer. The build quality looks really good. I like the design of the tablet. I like there was a scene where the guy was in the plane and he was playing Skyrim, and he had like it looks like a nunchuck and a Wiimote almost. I know it wasn't, but it was like two separated controllers. Now I have a question about that. I wonder if those are motion enabled, and if so, then you might have a situation where it'll be backwards compatible with Wii games, Wii U games that use pointer or motion control, which would be really cool, because it's almost like, I think the competitive advantage here is that you can take like motion gaming on the go, which has never been done before.
So
it's a really cool angle.
I see where you're going with that. I don't see that as motion gaming on the go, because I don't want to be sitting in the airplane, waggling around. I mean, for subtle controls, if you're aiming or something like that, maybe. I see where they're going with the sideways controller. I guess kind of like the original Wii controllers, but they look kind of small. So it's like the Super Nintendo controller, basically. You got the analog stick, and then 4 control buttons, and maybe a shoulder pad where you can play. I don't like the name at all. Nintendo Switch. So, I hate it.
I agree.
I think the one thing they needed to do with the NX, I'm still calling it NX, by the way, was where they nail the name, and I think I don't like it.
Okay, hold on. So, hot take. So, I still don't think that this is the replacement for the Wii U. I refuse to believe that this is the replacement for the Wii U. I think that this is the replacement for the 3DS. And what's crazy about this is I have a funny feeling that Smooth works for Nintendo, because 2 days before he posted a video of a tablet that had the 2 controllers on the side that looked exactly like this Nintendo Switch.
So that was actually an Android tablet that came out last year. I was poking around on GAF and Reddit, and someone had dropped that, and they were like, hey, maybe it'll look something like this, where those controllers slide in and out. That was an Android tablet. It's still available now. I don't know if it looked in the US.
It looked very
similar, yeah, which also matched a lot of the sketches and stuff that Eurogamer came out with. So it did look a lot like it, but that was an Android tablet with controllers that snap on.
But so still, hot takes, right? Right off the bat, I didn't see 4 players on one unit. I saw 2 players on one unit.
Right? I can't imagine them not allowing, because they were the first one to allow that in the game.
Horsepower. It's horsepower. I mean, at that point,
so are you saying 4 tablet controllers in their hand, or 4 different controllers on one console?
4 different controllers on one
with screen or without screen?
What do you mean without screen?
So I mean, you're talking about like the one that looked like the Xbox controller, basically. Okay. The one he was playing.
What I'm saying is that they showed 4 people playing, 2 people per tablet. They did not show 4 people on one. It would be the first Nintendo console in a very long time that you can't buy the Nintendo unit and have 4 people play. You can only have 2 people play.
I can't imagine them getting rid of that. I think when it's docked, you can have.
But what I'm saying is this: if it was so, they would have demoed that. They would have showed that. They didn't show that. Like now, this is the part that sucks. Since nobody was there to explain it or to talk about it, now we have to derive our conclusions from the video. And the video did not show 4 people playing on one thing. The other thing is that
I don't think that's a quickly jump to an assumption where it's not going to be that way. I mean, you look at any other console reveal, they never showed, not to say never, but the last couple, you didn't see 4 people playing at once. You didn't see on the Wii U.
and the Wii U, every commercial had 4 people on the couch.
Yeah, but
all with a controller.
You didn't see someone who was showing 8 people playing, but come to find out, you were able to have 8 people playing at once on it. So it's like, it's not to say that.
I think you're on the defensive for something that you don't know, but we saw what was possible. That was a pure video to show what was possible with that.
I just don't think it's a good assumption that they can't show 4 players because they didn't show it in the trailer.
I mean, even if it's not 4 players, still, like, what we saw on display today, was it a better reveal than the Wii U? And I'm going to say yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm going to say absolutely.
How about a hot take this? The fact that they had Skyrim running on the NX, does that mean that the Skyrim will be an NX launch title? I mean,
it's possible. I mean, I know Skyrim Remastered launches at the end of October. So
when does Skyrim launch, and is Skyrim available on mobile phones?
No.
I have a funny feeling. What's that Unreal Tech? Oh my God! What's the Unreal game that's on the mobile phones that like you hack and slash?
Oh yeah, I know what game you're talking about.
I wonder if it's using that engine, because that engine seems very similar to what's displayed in.
No, I think it's the actual Skyrim Remastered running on the. What is it?
I refuse to believe. You know why? Just a matter of principle, physics, and things that I can see. That I refuse to believe that I have a console which is this thick that looks like a VCR. That it takes that kind of console to play a game like Skyrim Remastered, and then Nintendo has a portable console that's about the size of an iPad that can play it as well. I refuse to believe that.
You got to remember, the Xbox One has a disk drive. There's a lot of extra stuff that goes into that. You need more cooling when it comes to that. You have spinning pieces. The storage medium, flash memory versus hard drive. That stuff adds to the thickness of it.
And that's true. We didn't see a disc.
We're talking about a remastered game from last generation too. We're not talking about a brand new, built from the ground up for next gen. We're talking about a remaster. So, you know.
Now we did see a new Mario game. I don't know if you guys caught that.
That looks cool.
We did. Really cool. Right here on the side. We did see NBA 2K, which I mean, or a basketball game because we don't know what game.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the reveal did well to show that the problem with the Wii U, right? The problem with the Wii U was that the general games weren't on it. This trailer went out of its way to show that, you know, all different kinds of games will play on this.
Well, wait a minute. The Wii U at launch had a lot of third-party support. Had Mass Effect, had the NBAs, had Madden. That was only.
I don't think it had Madden. It had the previous year's FIFA watered down, but with the 2013 label on it. But
here's the thing. I'm excited for the possibility of motion control, and I need to see specs, obviously, because I need to see, is this going to be a sustainable console past the Scorpio and PS Pro era? And from the looks of it, since they decided to show Skyrim Remastered and a current NBA 2K game, I'm not 100% sure that it's going to be competitive with those two guys, but I would assume that it's going to be power-wise on par with an Xbox One, which is good. It's still good. I mean, that's fine, but
we're going to find out. Book it. We're going to find out that it's a portable console and that the power is on par with like your iPad.
Well, we know it's at the very least as powerful as a Wii U, if it's running Wii U games. And they had said that it's going to be like Zelda would be look better on NX. So we know it's at least more capable than the Wii U. So that in itself, having a portable Wii U is really good. Now, my thing is, again, when you plug it into the dock, is it getting that extra power? Because that, to me, is what is going to help push this thing. Because, I mean, getting a portable Wii U is great. You know, you're going to have portable games that look really, really good on the go. I mean, as underpowered as Wii U was, they still put out some really, really good-looking game.
But once again,
I want to know, is that dock going to give it some extra power?
But look at what they showed us, right? When key things that they showed, right? They showed NBA 2K not docked. They showed
right. So when it's not docked, it would be it's going to be running in 720p, maybe some less lighting, less textures or whatever.
But it didn't look different. It didn't look different in the video. In the video, they presented it like I would understand if they showed like Skyrim, like if they showed NBA 2K on the TV and it was at like 1080p resolution, and then when they docked it showed.
Let's go back because I'm looking at the. So look at how it starts. Look how Zelda looks on the TV, and then let's see if it looks any different when they're playing just on the pad itself, because it looks really, really good on the TV.
I could have swore that it looks just the same.
Well, let's see. He's sliding it out now.
I'm blowing this up on my TV right now.
Nintendo Switch, man. That's.
By the way, all of these this gameplay footage it's stock.
It's simulated. Yeah, it's not. I'm sure it's not actual. Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not sold on that. Like it's just the name is bad. I'm cool with it being a successor to the 3DS if it's labeled that way.
But what's wrong with Switch? I don't see anything wrong with that name.
With Switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it conveys what it does. You switch from home to the go. It's like
yeah, but they didn't have to call it that to know that you can switch. I mean,
exactly.
The Nintendo X.
You know why? You know,
the Super Nintendo X, something else, adding Super or some other.
Nintendo Go. Would you have preferred that?
Yeah, Nintendo Go I think would have been better.
Yeah.
But Nintendo Switch, it's cool.
You know, and I also feel like NX, they're keeping it. They're shelving that name because that's a good name.
No, and according to you, that's their true Wii U successors, the NX. Still, this is the 3DS sequel.
I'm in denial right now.
So I think where Neo is getting at is okay. This is the successor to the 3DS. You can also hook it to your TV. Great, but the other console, the other part of the family, will come out later on that will be stronger.
Yes.
I think this is it. I think.
But then what happens? What happens if they do come with a stronger console for that? The cartridges are the same. Does that mean you're going to fragment your user base? Does that mean now you're going to get exclusive NX games that won't play on the Switch? So that can create a problem as well. Or will it just be downscaled or downsampled like Scorpio and Xbox One?
It's most likely downsampled. That seems to be the trend of the industry right now.
I'm just happy that now I can go play basketball and bring my console with me and then sit on the floor with you guys and play while we're waiting for next. It's like, I got next. While we're waiting, here we go.
Yeah, man, I'll be honest with you. I remember when I was a kid, I used to bring my my PlayStation, my PSP, everywhere with me. Now that I've grown up, I don't game like everywhere I go. You know, like if I'm at the DMV, let's say, yeah, I would want to like play something, but usually just on Twitter or on Instagram or whatever on my phone. I don't really want to go and play these console experiences at like a DMV or a basketball.
You know what? Let me cut in really quick. I mean, you just said something that sparked something in my head. You talk about when you're online, you want to play Twitter or whatever. You can, I'd assume, just have it like a regular tablet without the controller attachments. If you're sitting in line or sitting somewhere, you can just scroll through. Like I expect it to have a really, really good web browser and be able to play their phone and tablet apps and maybe some other. Maybe it has access to the Play Store or whatever.
But you
know what? I already have that device. It's on my phone.
Agreed. But listen, I think that this is a game changer to an extent. The reason why I would say a game changer in terms of portable gaming is that now, how many times do we have a party and we kind of say, hey, let's have it at Smooth's because Smooth has all the Nintendo shit. Now Smooth can say, I'll bring the party to you.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
Do it at your friend where you used to bring your Wii U to his house and play Super Mario.
Yeah. So I guess my point is it's cool because now it's not necessarily gaming on the go. It's more bringing the party with you, bringing the gaming with you. You know what I mean? Like you saw the picture with a girl, the part where the girl was playing their game And then the people, like, so weird, call out from the balcony, which she can see through the window, and she decides to go outside with the console.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you said, when people come to my house, and everybody has a 3DS kind of stacked up, and they're getting spot passes and stuff like that. Now it's like it won't just be sitting there for spot passes. We can play some other kind of multiplayer games and do something.
Yeah.
Ooh, another thing. What's everybody's thoughts on? Did you see when there was a point where she plugged it in, and then on the controller they attached to a piece in the middle, which was like a plastic piece.
Yeah. I saw that, and then they also had another standard controller as well.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. I wonder what that kind of piece, because that was I don't know if that's just plastic, just spacing. Could that be a touch sensitive thing?
I think it's just plastic, just spacing. So if you don't have to walk around with your other controller, so you have the console and then just that other piece, and you can play it more comfortably if you want to play. Like if you look at the video at the 28-second mark, he was playing it on the regular controller, but then he pulls the pieces out from that holder, so I guess you can use to store the side grips when you're not using it. But then also if you want to bring it with you and have it propped up somewhere, if you don't want to hold it in separate hands, we in Nunchuck style. Another interesting piece is that, Neo, I know you touched on this a few weeks back. The fact that you have detachable controllers. What if you have a VR, like a Gear VR dock that you can strap on your face, and now you have the controllers in your hand?
Yes.
You have VR with you as well.
Yes. I'm telling you, that would be dope, because you have the two controllers. All you need is the thing. That would be game over. That would be an accessory where I would feel comfortable, because Nintendo would be able to innovate, and I think that the industry could follow suit and follow Nintendo.
Yeah, because now you have Google Cardboard basically, but Nintendo. We know the technology is there. It works on phones and tablets, so it's already there. You got the controllers now.
So let's talk price, right? Because they didn't mention anything regarding price, which once again is crazy that this console releases in what, 5-6 months?
Yep.
And we don't even have a price.
I mean, we didn't know the price of the PS4 Pro until a month before launch.
How much does the 3DS cost?
3DS, I think, is $199. At launch, it was $250, which was too high.
$250. Price is right. $250. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm gonna say $299. They have to undercut Sony and Microsoft. They have to, because this thing. That is if this doesn't have 4K capabilities. If it does, then they can charge $399 easily. But
so I'm going to say $249 for just the console, $299 with the bundle that includes the dock. And my assumption is that the dock will do something.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking at the dock. On a side note,
it's not bigger than.
I do see 2 ports on the dock.
Well, hold on. Your $249 product that you just described, it's no longer a Switch at that point.
Wait, hold on. Did somebody just undercut me by $1?
$249.99. I mean,
really?
I'm agreeing with you. $250.
I said $250.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm agreeing with you. $250, $249. No, nothing ever releases at $250. It's $249.
The price is right. You're the penny under person.
When have you ever seen a console for even $500 or even?
No. I get you. Yeah, that makes sense.
I say just the screen with the controller attachments, $50 with the dock, $300.
Okay.
The dock will have extra ports. I assume it has some other additional storage, and I'm assuming that it gives it a spec bump as well.
So let me show you. This. Tell me your thoughts.
I don't think it could be 2 SKUs, man. That would be crazy.
Why? Everybody else does. You got the PS Slim, you got the PS Pro, the Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox Scorpio. Why not?
Take a look at this.
iPhone 7, iPhone 7 Plus.
Right, but if I buy just the controller, then it's no longer a Switch. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can still switch out the controllers, swap them if you want. The analog on the top versus the bottom.
That's not what Switch means in this case. Switch is switching from Go to desktop to home gaming. right? It's a difference between going outside and playing at home. That's what the Switch is. You're making the switch. That's what I mean. That's what I interpret it.
But what if you don't want to play it as a connected to your TV? You just want it as the portable device. You shouldn't be required to buy the dock if you just want it as more of a handheld.
Agreed.
It seems like it's.
You know what? You know what though? That is a good point. And sorry, because I was trying to look at the video. I didn't know if you mentioned it, but if we're shooting for 250, I wonder if they could do 199 with just the tablet, the 2 controllers, and then the dock costs 50 that brings you to 250. Because if they're not going to support 4K, they're really going to be in the dugout. Because I mean, is the Xbox One S really going to be the only console that supports 4K video?
I mean, 4K is really not needed, though. I mean, it's another topic for another day. But I mean,
well, see, because when this thing releases, the PS Pro will be out, so you'll have 4K on that device.
You'll have 4K streaming, but not 4K gaming. You'll have checker box.
But once again, it doesn't matter how they achieve 4K. It's whether they support 4K.
I don't think they will. This is not a multimedia device at all. This is clearly
screen,
100% gaming device.
So this is going to be a last-gen device. I just want to make sure everyone's in agreement.
So I disagree with Sonic on that. This needs to be a multimedia device as well, because the Wii U was strictly gaming. Yes, it had Hulu and Netflix and some of the most popular stuff, but it didn't have NBA League Pass, didn't have HBO Go, didn't have the MLB package. Which I think it definitely needs to have.
It won't.
It's not going to cost them any extra processing power to stream, just like some of the other stuff. But they need to get deals with these sports packages, especially.
They're not concerned with that because I think they know their lane.
I'm concerned with that, and I'm a Nintendo guy. I wish I was able to watch NBA League Pass on my Wii U and then watch it on my gamepad or whatever. If someone else.
But you know what you did? You know what you did when you realized you couldn't do that on a Wii U? You bought an Xbox One.
Boom!
I streamed it on PC. And then yes, when the Xbox One came out a year later, yes, I bought an Xbox One.
Hey, but all right, let's table this. I'd like to go through the video, like, and capture like some shots and get your thoughts on some of these shots. Like, for example, let me take this shot right here.
So yeah, I think we should. I mean, I need to get to work. I'm gonna watch this another 100 times. Let's regroup later and look at some more screenshots, get some more thoughts. I still don't like the name. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe it won't. I want a Nintendo Go or Nintendo Next or something else. But I mean, what's in a name, right?
I mean, there's a lot of questions that I have still, but I will agree that this is a much better reveal than the Wii U. I think I get it a little bit better than the Wii U.
Absolutely.
But let's actually table this conversation. We do have another episode coming up early next week, right?
I think we might have to regroup and get back on tonight. I mean,
that's true, man.
The irony is hot. We should pull a Nintendo and wait 2 weeks to talk about this again.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's announce that we're gonna have our next podcast now, or 12 hours from now, and see if that works.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think we might need to do the same thing that we did for the PS4 Pro. You know, this is the initial reaction. Let's wait a little bit. Let's let it all settle in, absorb everything, and then have another cast to kind of say, okay, now that you've soaked up all the information, now what are your thoughts?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, guys, this was fun though. I'm sort of excited for this, but let's dive deeper into this later, and then we get Soze on the line, get his thoughts.
Yes, sir.
So, all right,
Peace,
y'all.
everybody.
Thanks everybody for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.
Yes, sir.